This video is a recap of our 2024 season here on our vegetable farm. In only a few short minutes, you will see from start to finish how everything works briefly throughout the entire year.
I am finally on now my second batch of seeds.
It all starts out in February in our greenhouses where we start to seed.
I got my tags on my 512 seed trays. This is specifically Verbena, Obsession High Mix. I've got my Pro Mix FPX biofungicide soil here. Soil, dirt, whatever you want to call it. I call it both, depending on how I'm feeling. So I'll take it somewhere close, around right here. So then we'll bring it over here. We'll take this little, I don't know what you want to call it. I call it the impression maker. And we'll just press that soil down. I'll bring it over here. Tray holder. And I'm ready to start seeding. You can kind of see here, I'll try and show you how small those seeds are. I mean, there's probably 100 to 200 seeds right there.
In here to the seed room, where I'll cover it with vermiculite.
And then after months of tender love and care and a lot of time, hopefully everything looks the way you see it here now in our greenhouses, which will then be ready for sale and be ready to go off to market, whether it's at our home farm market or at the other markets that we drive to, which are between a half hour and an hour away. First things first, Mom and I have got to get started here in the greenhouses. We're each going to take one. Make sure everything gets watered properly. The seed room is almost empty.
Everything that's in here could come out now. It's all big enough. The only problem is that, as you can see, we have no room. Everything out here is basically retail sales. Besides down here, there might be a couple peppers. But that's it then. Once this is all transplanted into pots, 4-packs, 6-packs, singles, whatever that may be, that's it then for the season. They got this all filled up again. And then down here, they've been taking select varieties of different plants out to the farm market. That way, we have more room.
And then while greenhouses are going on, we start in our high tunnels where we plant tomatoes. You can see here, Mom and I are rolling out fabric so that no weeds grow up through, and we don't have to compete with them all season long.
And so now this is what it looks like. Everything went really well. Over on this side, I think they're Red Deuce. And on this side, it's Red Morning.
We just got the truck for the most part unloaded and outside set up here at the Blue Ridge Flea Market in Saylorsburg.
You can see all the vendors.
Yes, please.
I'll be right there. Yep, get right in front of you. The curly and the flat. The day is just now finishing up. Sammy's packing up her stuff.
And then once the greenhouse season starts to slow down a little bit, we then begin our strawberry fields where we have a pick your own patch.
So we got done watering, came down here and got the strawberry sign to put out on the highway.
Sammy's just pressure washing it off. Had a lot of cobwebs and stuff on it from last year. We barely had it out last year because we didn't really have many you-pick berries.
Okay. Am I gonna check? Oh, the sign. Let's go and check it.
Now I'm getting strawberry cutting set up. First time it's been used this year.
Good days.
So I'm starting out today like I have the past couple days here in the berry patch, and I probably will continue to do this for about the next month as long as the berries do well. And hopefully you can see from the camera, the berries are absolutely loaded.
We want to get these picked off before the birds get them or before they go to waste just from the rain or rotting. And I don't think we're gonna have any trouble, like I said, with the clusters of berries that are hanging on these things. And so, really excited. I think it's just gonna be me, Mom, and Dad out here this morning picking. We have, I think, 5 or 6 rows that are on fully. There's those 2, these 2, yep, and 2 more. And then the rest of the field is all a later variety.
So we're just finishing up. I think once everybody brings theirs in, we're gonna have just over 100.
All different varieties. You can see there's darker ones, there's lighter ones, there's bigger ones, there's smaller ones. That's all variety change.
Around the 1st of June is when we like to start getting our fields ready to put our vegetable plants in the ground. Right here is our plastic layer, and we're about to head to the field to start laying some down.
So we just got started. I never record at first just because we're always getting the kinks worked out and figuring out who we want where and how we're gonna do it exactly. But the first 3 rows actually went very well. We're actually creating a drive road right now, and then we'll do probably 6 more rows. Sammy's at this end, just leveling out the beds on the end, covering the plastic.
So then once we get to the end, usually we have a knife. I just have a pair of scissors. I'll cut this off.
Okay, so the first field's done. Like I said, that's our early season peppers.
We just got out here, loaded up, tank's full. We're ready to start. We're gonna start in the top of the field with cantaloupe and work into honeydew, then yellow doll, which is a seeded little yellow watermelon, and then seedless yellow watermelon, and then it'll be the seedless red watermelon.
Today we're going to be planting thousands of peppers. And although they may all look the same, there's many different varieties.
But it's not just as easy as going to the field and putting peppers in the ground. There's a whole process to it, and we're gonna go back to the beginning so you can see it all right from the start.
We just got down here to the farm, got the water tank pulled over here. This is like a 550 gallon tank, which we only filled up to 400 gallons because we have 2 of them and we want to keep them even. Starting to pull
We started with red bell, now we're working on yellow bell, and then who knows what we'll get into, probably orange bell or something of that sort. We don't grow many orange bell though. We have a full wagon here, a full wagon there, and then part of a wagon over there. As you've seen, we have two different kinds of planters. We have our transplanter, which you see right here, which puts the plants right into the bare dirt. And then we have our water wheel planter, which you just seen, that puts the plants into plastic. And then just like the greenhouses, with a lot of TLC and a lot of time watering, making sure everything's perfect, we'll hopefully end up with a lot of fruits and vegetables in our fields. You can see all the little heads getting bigger. We won't pick these probably for another couple days yet. We're just gonna stop here and get 2 crates of red seedless watermelon, but then we're gonna come back out in a little bit and get cantaloupe, actually like bins of cantaloupe and watermelon for the Scranton Farmers Market and the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market. And you can just see the cantaloupes are loaded. I bet we're gonna get at least 2 bins today, which will be the most we've gotten yet so far. You're not getting much? Do you want me to move up?
I thought I'd see bigger ones here, but don't drop it.
I'm not gonna drop it. Nice yellow belly on it. Now you may be wondering what we do with all of these acres of fruits and vegetables. And we go to 3 different markets. We go to Scranton Farmers Market, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday throughout the entire summer. We go to the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market, which is on Thursdays. And we have our own home farm market, which is about a mile from our farm, where we sell a ton of all of the produce that we grow, and sell hoagies and muffins and lots of baking supplies.
Wow, did you guys miss the zucchini? Look at that zucchini over there.
Perfect size.
No, it's not.
Not big enough, you want bigger?
Oh no, that's plenty.
Mom left to take that stuff to the farm market, and I came back up here for the coal crops again. And I'm gonna get kohlrabi for the Scranton Farmers Market tomorrow. So then right now is when we would usually rubber band it, but like I said, I can't do that myself. I'm gonna try and get some red bell pepper now. Every time I come out, I can never usually get more than like 2 or 3 baskets. And I don't think I'm gonna get that now again this time, but we'll see what I can find. They are getting nicer though. That's a goofy one. It ended up going really well. The potatoes are getting bigger every single time I come down, and you can tell the skins are getting tougher as well. I think I dug around 4 to 5 baskets, maybe 6 if I'm lucky, now that they're getting bigger. You can see here, that's a good indication that they're still growing. It's got 3 big potatoes, or nice sized potatoes, and then it's still got 4 to 5 tiny ones, just like that one there. So I'm up here now on the onions, lifting these up out of the ground for the first time ever with this method, and it is working like a dream. Didn't hurt the onion whatsoever, nice and slow.
Mom and I just got up here to the new zucchini, pickle, and cucumber patch. You can see how much nicer the plants are compared to down below. And this is what the Gouda should really look like. This is the size they should be. Some people like them a little bit bigger. Some people like them a little bit smaller, but that's about average.
So as you may have seen already, we grow a ton of different fruits and vegetables: cantaloupe, watermelon, zucchini, garlic, beans, pickles, potatoes. Basically, you name it, we have it. Unless it's something pretty crazy. And almost everything is hand-picked. Collard greens, kale, kohlrabi, the first yellow seeded watermelon, a couple sweet corn, garlic, beans, potatoes, broccoli, pickles, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, bell pepper, Italianelle, zucchini, eggplant, some small cauliflower, and cabbage. And this is what it looks like as you're walking in. Even as the vegetables are still going on, we start to move into our pumpkin season, where we grow a huge variety of big pumpkins, small pumpkins, white pumpkins, stackers, all sorts of gourds, squash, you name it, we probably have it. And again, this goes to all of our farm markets. We pick them by the bin, we'll put them right in our front porch, and our customers can pick them out as they please.
Right here is just a look of how big this field really is. I don't know how many acres it is. I think it's like 7 or 5 or 7, I don't really know. It's a mixture of everything you see in our bins here. Mostly big pumpkins though. I just got here to the pasture and I'm gonna feed the cows.
No matter what is going on through the entire year, every morning starts out the same, feeding our beef cattle.
This is one of our 2 high tunnels. This is the biggest of the 2. Obviously, this is all tomatoes in here. We've been picking in here for months. Got a ton of red tomatoes, but now that we got all those picked off, we've kind of just been picking green tomatoes out of here and picking all the red tomatoes out of the field. That's like the perfect green tomato right there. Some of you guys may be thinking, what do people do with green tomatoes? And as far as I know, basically, you just slice them, put them in a pan.
And then as all the pumpkins and veggies and fruits come to an end, we start our field corn harvest.
It is wicked cold out today here on the farm. I don't know if you can see just the snow picking up off the fields, but it's gotta be like 30, 35 mile an hour winds with gusts up to like 50. We might be crazy, but we're trying to finish up our field corn today. So there goes Nathan, he's done now with the lower part.
And so that's a wrap from all of us here at Broyans Farm. We thank you for supporting us, whether it's coming to our actual business or watching our videos. And be sure to follow along for the 2025 year, because it's going to get even better this season.